At the beginning, the world was harmonious. Water sources, living beings, ground, fruits, seeds, human beings. The humankind and the planet was just one thing. Time has gone fast. The humankind has grown and multiplied. It took its space without the right knowledge to use it. The world has become too small for such amount of ideas and ambitions. The planet and the mankind have separated. Until the day that they noticed that a way to recover the harmony was necessary to keep living. And that's how Origine has born.
O selo socioambiental Origine nasceu da vontade de comprometer-se de forma verdadeira, social, ambiental, sem esquecer o lado do desenvolvimento econômico. Criado e desenvolvido a partir da fazenda JR Sertaneja, o Origine tem como principal objetivo o desenvolvimento e adoção da área de proteção ambiental da Ilha do Bananal e Cantão, no estado do Tocantins, norte do Brasil.
The GR Sertaneja Farm is the model that shows how the returning of our roots can work properly. It brings in its conception a model that aggregates value to the manufactured products in the farms of the region. It offers trading and economic advantage to the partners of the group and, at the same time, preserves and develops the region. Being part of Origine Group means joining the farm brand and products to the social environmental seal that offers several advantages. Methodology deployment, costless, that will be available by GR Sertaneja Farm. Suppliers network of inputs and discounts. Predefined sales contracts inside and outside Brazil, middleman free. Technical advice of experts in technology, which among other resources aims to generate increased production.
Nós teremos uma alimentação saudável, natural, sem contaminantes, sem deixar resíduos inclusive na carne, que esse é um ponto muito importante.
The model applied in GR Sertaneja Farm, for example, shows results completely out of the Brazilian reality, from 0.5 UAHA per year for 3 UAHA per year. To get the social environment seal aggregated to your brand, it's necessary following and unifying the manufacturing process, which include zoo health cares, genetic quality of the animals, food and land management, social and environmental works developed by Origine.
我觉得是这样，这个一个项目的选择呢十分重要，这是特别是当今社会，大家十分重视环境的问题。这个项目是在一个是叫做一个环保协议或者第21条款的是规定的情况下，就是是建立这样的项目。这个项目的发展呢是保证的是当地的环境，也有了可靠质量的产品。这样呢是众多的人参与进来以后呢，使得有个可持续的发展，其产品呢更得到了大家的认可和欢迎。
An important step of Origine Seal is being given at this time, marking a new phase of the project, an expansion phase and worldwide recognition. The launch of the commercial alliance with Origine and Heartbrand beef groups consolidates years of serious work, not only in the Tocantins, but in many parts of the world by producers, researchers, and entrepreneurs engaged in agribusiness.
Well, we are very excited to be here in Brazil. When we first came and first met Julio and learned about Origine, it was of great interest to us. And the main reason was that with the work that was already being done here, in terms of the environmental work, on the cattle, on rotation of pastures, on all the things that could improve the quality of the animals here, it fit perfectly with what Heartbrand's objectives were and what we're doing with Akaushi cattle. In all my years in traveling all over the world, the Akaushi cattle are the best cattle that I have seen in any country, anywhere. And the reasons are the efficiency of the animal, where it produces very well, works very well for the producer in terms of the calving and the growth of the calves, in terms of how those cattle then perform to be finally finished, and then for the processor, and most importantly that the consumer is extremely happy being the best meat that they can have anywhere. That said, the partnership is what's so important, I think, going forward. In looking at the overall strategy of what Heartbrand would like to do in fitting with Origine is to bring change to the industry. It's to bring better efficiency, better quality, and that can improve the consumer's health. And we think that will be very beneficial to the beef industry. We need to be able to do it quickly. Quickly in the cattle industry can be many years, but Brazil is very well positioned, and the work that's already been done is perfect for trying to have this go as quickly as possible. We think it makes a tremendous amount of sense, and it's something that we can do and we have to do together. We are trying to do it, and we are doing it in the U.S. It's been proven in what can happen with crossing these cattle, our Akaushi cattle, with Nelore cattle that you have here in a very hot, humid climate. It's also been proven with other genetics in other climates. So we know exactly how the cattle will perform, we know what they will do, and now the task is how do we put this all together and make it work. And that's where we come to the conclusion that doing this here is exactly the right way to have all this program working.
This partnership, besides strengthening the social and environmental actions that are already underway in the region of Bananal Island and Canton, will boost the economic model proposed by Origine, with the selection and crossing of the Nelore and Akaushi, supervised by American Akaushi Association. Origine and Heartbrand beef cattle gain a higher, created in a sustainable manner, providing a highly nutritious meat, totally free of chemical residues, and more importantly, with high monounsaturated fat content, providing the high level of good cholesterol and decreasing risk of cardiovascular disease.
It is a privilege today to be here with all of you and to have the opportunity to share with you very unique and interesting opportunities that will benefit the cattle industry in general and the country of Brazil in conjunction with the United States. When we started doing this project around the world with the Akaushi, we were able to cross the Akaushi with Nelore cattle, Red Cindy, Gujarat, American Gray Brahman cattle, and many composites between them. And one thing in particular that will be very significant is that all the different subspecies and crosses or composite products were above and very significant in all the palatability traits, performance traits, especially the fertility aspect. We need to incorporate those elements in order to bring sustainability. The Akaushi beef, because the way it was selected and the way it was composed genetically speaking by allowing only animals at the superior level to remain in the population, did create what I have been saying for many years, the perfect biological machine for the production of high quality beef that is healthy. It's not just tastes wonderful and it's very palatable, but it's very healthy. The healthiness on the Akaushi beef, and especially when we cross it, in this case with Nelore cattle, and the cattle will be maintained in natural ecosystems, will be one of the highest sources of natural beef that we can find in the world, because the Akaushi will transmit to the Nelore progeny, an F1, 50% Akaushi, 50% Nelore, the uniqueness on the fatty acids. The type of fat in Akaushi beef and crosses of Akaushi beef is very high in one particular fatty acid that we call oleic acid. Oleic acid, as you can see or read or know about it, is the compound you find in olive oil. Olive oil kinds like you consume here in Brazil, there are 7 different kinds. Some of them can be consumed directly, and some of them can be used for cooking processes like frying different meats, different products. The oleic acid is a fatty acid that is on a natural basis on the Akaushi beef. And when we provide the best care and the best nutritional plan, the Akaushi and the Akaushi crosses have the availability and the capability to produce that particular fatty acid in a high amount. There is a lot of research around the world, from Latin American countries, from European countries especially, some from Canada, some from Australia, that show that beef that contains a high amount of oleic acid, similar to olive oil, will have a positive ratio of all the good fats versus the bad fats. When the ratio is positive and you have more desirable fatty acids in the composition, that brings a tremendous amount of positive aspects that will enhance the health in the human body when it's consumed on a regular basis. So we are here today to share all this knowledge and really to share the uniqueness of the opportunity. Today, the opportunity to be here in Brazil and for Brazil to become the leader and the leading entity in the world for the production of natural, high-quality grass-fed beef is going to be very significant. And the significance is not only at the regional or country level. The significance can be expanded to many other nations that need some sort of a protein that is natural and some sort of a protein that will prevent or enhance the healthiness in the human body.
This is the healthy and sustainable meat that world market wants to consume. The Origine is the gateway to this increasingly demanding market.
The market demand worldwide, I've traveled extensively to Japan, to other parts of Asia, to other places, including here in South America and in Australia. Spent a lot of time in Australia. And what I've seen is the demand for high-quality product is increasing, even with the worldwide economy and the problems that we face all over the world, that the demand for this product is tremendous. It's evidenced by various programs in the U.S., such as Certified Angus, which has expanded and hit new records this year. Our product is better. And that's where the opportunity is, in the consistency of the product, where we can present this product to a customer who wants a consistent, high-quality product, and that is worldwide. In the U.S., there's a tremendous market for this in the U.S. In Europe, there is a tremendous market. And having this program as well be an all-natural program, where never any antibiotics, growth hormones, is also fits very well with the high quality of the product. So the demand now and in the future is hundreds of times greater than what we will be able to produce in the next 4 or 5 years. So it just says we need a program that can work for a long, long time.
Nós, produtores de carne bovina, sempre estivemos à margem do processo de recompensa. Muitos são os elos, 5 até a carne chegar à mesa do consumidor nacional ou estrangeiro. Esse incômodo, vamos chamar assim, todos nós pecuaristas vivemos há anos, mas os tempos estão mudando rapidamente. O cenário é outro e foi pensando em melhorar a nossa lucratividade, a lucratividade do pecuarista, que o Origine foi idealizado para atuar de forma sustentável. Neste momento, um grande passo está sendo dado. Após 10 anos de trabalho, com profissionais de várias partes do mundo, cumprindo todas as pré-condições técnicas, socioambientais e econômicas, o Origine se alia às marcas Heartbrand Beef e Akaushi. E agora passa a produzir e comercializar para o mercado mundial animais com genética Akaushi e Nelore, oferecendo uma carne mais nutritiva, saudável e, o que é mais importante, produzida de forma sustentável. Esta parceria tem um aval científico dos melhores cientistas do Origine.